Well, guys, as you can see, I am not in Las Vegas. I actually planned on doing a get ready with me in Las Vegas because I was gonna get all glammed up and yada yada yada. Anyways, that didn't happen. Here we are, and we're gonna get into that in a minute. But before I start, thank you for being here. Thank you for being amazing. Welcome back, besties. I'm going to list all of the things that I'm using in the description below. If I forget to mention it on camera, it will still be linked in the description. But I'm going to try my hardest to talk about everything that I'm using. First off, I didn't go to Las Vegas because we had the stomach bug hit our family this past week. I know. This is my all-time favorite setting spray. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finish Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. This is amazing. So I spray that on first. It really makes my makeup sit smoothly on my skin, and it lasts all day long, no matter what I'm doing. If I'm running, if I'm outside playing with the kids, if I'm at dinner, if I'm out shopping, doesn't matter what I'm doing. My makeup does not move. It does not melt off of my face, and I could not recommend this enough. This is probably like the 6th bottle of this that I've went through. And I've tried a lot of setting sprays. A lot. Bestie. Good old stomach bug. Early Sunday morning, Bonnie started throwing up. And we thought she had just eaten something bad. No big deal. No big whoop. But then she kept throwing up and she kept throwing up. But it was just her, and everybody else felt fine. And then the next day, she was kind of like back to normal. Also, I'm not a makeup artist. I'm not a professional makeup person. I'm just a person on the internet doing her makeup, okay? So if you're like, you're doing that wrong, I don't care. All right, this is just how I do my makeup, and it's, you know, it's not that serious. She was back to her normal self the next day, so we didn't really think anything of it. But then the next early morning, all this happened, of course, at 1 a.m., and 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. hours of the night. This is my concealer, Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Concealer. I use shade 1.5. And then all night I had felt kind of weird. Not really nauseous, just weird. And I was chugging water. Like I probably had 4 Stanleys. This is not a new product. It is just a new one. But I've been using the same product for a long time. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand in the shade Fair Medium. And I use this for contour. So I just thought I was feeling off a little bit, but I didn't feel nauseous. But right after Beckett threw up, then I felt weird. I ran a tub, a bath full of hot water, got in there, and I thought, okay, I guess I'm okay. I guess we're fine. I guess we're moving forward. I guess I'm not going to be sick. No, then I was sick too. And then the next day, Ken got down with it too. So we all went through this cycle of having whatever virus this was, this stomach bug. And it was awful. I slept for like 36 hours straight, I think. And my mom kept the kids, but she was only going to keep them for like part of the day and then bring them back like she normally does. But I didn't wake up. When she called me, when she texted me, I was so out, I did not even hear my phone ring. So she ended up keeping them overnight. And then she called me. I called to check on them the next morning, and she was sick. And that was the day we were supposed to be packing. And I felt like fine. I wasn't 100% myself, but I didn't feel awful. I got up, did the laundry, cleaned the house. I'm not going to go into the gory details. It was a mess. If you have kids and you've had kids with the stomach virus and they're little kids, like, it's a mess. Because they don't know how to get up and run to the toilet. They just, it just goes wherever it goes. Anyways, we got rid of some stuffed animals. We got rid of some bedding. We got rid of a lot of things, right? So there's a mirror over here. That's why I'm looking over here, just in case you're like, why aren't you looking at the camera? So I made the decision. Well, I didn't really make the decision. I was kind of forced into it because I had no one to take care of the kids, right? So I could not go to Las Vegas, so I ended up staying here. It was fine. Me and the kids have been outside playing in the creek. We had pretty good weather, except for yesterday. It stormed really badly, but for the most part, we've had good weather while my husband has been away. So Ken did go, but I stayed. It was a huge bummer, but it is what it is, guys. I use a beauty blender sometimes. I bounce back and forth between a beauty blender and a foundation brush. The brush I use is from It Cosmetics. So it's an Ulta brand brush, and this is the Airbrush Complexion Perfection brush number 115. I love this brush a lot, but I love my beauty blender too, and everything seems to go on really well. This is a fresh one. Love a fresh beauty blender. So that's why I'm not in Vegas. While I was sick, I didn't do a whole lot of reading because I had my eyes closed, and I just wanted something cozy. So I've been listening on Audible to ACOTAR. So this is my second go around. Did I already put this on? I think maybe that I did. So this is, you can't read it, Charlotte Tilbury. I can't remember what it's called because I can't read the bottle. But I use shade 4.5. I'll put it on the screen. It's kind of like a highlighter glow. It just makes your foundation really glowy. So that, anyways, I was really, disappointed. I was looking forward to having some alone time with Ken and going to a nice dinner and dressing up and, looking cute and all the things. But, Lady Luck wasn't on my side. It wasn't in the cards for me. I love to contour. I know people think it's a lot of work, but honestly it's not. And it will seem like it takes me forever to do my makeup in this video because I'm talking while I'm doing it. Honestly, it takes me less than 15 minutes. Maybe less than that, unless I'm just like taking my time on purpose. I also have a little fake tan on my face. I use the St. Tropez spray that's for your face. It's got like vitamins and stuff in it. I don't know. My hair is crazy. We're just going with the flow. It's humid as crap here. Okay, let's do eyebrows. So what I've been doing while my lovely husband has been away, I sat on the couch last night after I put the kids to bed. Their bedtime is 7:30 sharp. This is the Grande Brow Laminate Styling Gel with peptides. It comes with this brush, which is really nice. And it's just clear, and it just really holds your brows where they need to be. I have brows that have a mind of their own sometimes, so I really love this stuff. It's so good, and it's not super sticky, and it doesn't turn white. Some of the ones that I've used in the past get gunky on your brows when it dries. This doesn't. It only takes just a little on the brush, and I just comb that in just to get them where I want to be. Fluff them up a bit. I like a good fluffy brow. Some people don't. To each their own. It really is not that serious. Who cares? Do your brows the way you like them. If you like skinny 90s brows, girl, go for it. If you like Audrey Hepburn brows, they're all, cover your whole face, girl, same. Me too. All right, so once I get my brows going the right direction, then I fill them in. I really need to pluck my eyebrows, by the way. They could use a little love. I've had things to do lately. I didn't finish Local Woman Missing yet, just because I couldn't pay attention. I was too tired. I was too exhausted. My brain was like, no new information, only old information. Let's have a comforting book. And I've been, like I said, listening to A Court of Thorns and Roses again, and I'm on Court of Mist and Fury, which is a lot of people's favorite book, but I can't pick a favorite out of that series. I can't. Impossible. Impossible. I can't think. See, I'm all over the place. I'm so glad you're here to just listen to me blabber about nothing. I love you guys so freaking much. You have no idea. If you don't leave a comment normally, leave one. Just say hi, leave an emoji, I don't care. I love to hear from you. I guess we're going for a natural makeup look today because I've put like almost no makeup on and it's going, I feel good about it, honestly. So last night, well, a few nights ago, I saw that there was this new movie on Netflix. And you know, Netflix kind of plays the preview when you're swiping through, which honestly, I kind of hate that it does that. I wish I could turn that feature off, and maybe I can, I just don't know how. But the preview of this had a dragon in it. Immediately, I was like, promising. It's called Damsel. So last night I watched it, and the first 15 minutes I was kind of like, the costumes could be better. The CGI is, you know, a little low budget, but it's Netflix. I'm gonna let it ride. And then it just got really good. Really good. So it's about this young woman. Her name is Elodie. And she is, I guess, a merchant's daughter. I don't know. I can't remember exactly why. I want to say that because she gives off a lot of Feyre vibes. So if you like Feyre, her character is very Feyre, right? She just gives that, I'm going to fight for my life energy. I'm going to give it all I got. Not going to give up. And she gets married into this royal family. And then they have this ceremony in this cave. And then I'm not going to tell you. I want you to watch it. If you like dragons, if you like ACOTAR, and you're not expecting too awful much, like it wasn't a blockbuster hit, okay? But it was good. I was happy when it ended. I was like, that wasn't a total waste of an hour and a half of my life. That was entertaining. I liked it. I liked her character. The girl who plays Elodie is the same girl from Stranger Things. What's her name? Millie Bobby Brown? Pretty sure that's her name. So she was really good. I really enjoyed her portrayal of Elodie. So there's a movie for you to watch if you have some extra time. And then I watched The Gentleman on Netflix also, which is a series. And it has the guy from Divergent in it and it's a aristocratic / gangster. I don't really know how to explain that show, but if you like The Kingsman, kind of has that kind of flavor to it without so much drama, but it was good. Anyways, if you need something to watch, those are two really good things that I've watched lately for you to go check out. All right, where am I in the makeup process? Oh, I haven't finished my eyebrows. Okay, this is the eyebrow pencil I use. It's Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I've used this for years. It's the Brow Wiz in soft brown, so it's very light. It's not super dark, but it does help define your brows. And I kind of just like fill them out the way that I would like them to look. Once upon a time, I overplucked my brows. We all been there. We all been there. And I did microblading years and years ago. And it's still a little bit there, but not really. And I will never do that again. It was just too much upkeep. And I don't know. My brows are okay enough that I don't really need that. But for people who need that, microblading, as long as you get a good person, like you just can't go to any old rando. Just like when you get a tattoo, right? You're not just gonna, well, I hope not. Anyways, like you gotta check out your tattoo people and you gotta check out your microblading people because they can really mess you up if they do it wrong. They can leave scarring, all kinds of horrible things, and your eyebrows are the frame of your face, so you don't want to mess them up. So just, you know, be responsible, do your due diligence, and make sure you go to somebody who knows what the heck they're doing. My girl was really good. I just didn't, she lived in Nashville, and I was in Nashville at the time, but I'm not driving to Nashville just to get my brows done. Just not doing it. There's some things that I'm not willing to put the effort in for, and that's one of them. Speaking of tattoos, so many people ask me what this tattoo means. It's a whole video on YouTube that talks about it. It has to do with my mental health journey. It's a pretty deep conversation, but you can go watch that. I will link it in the description because I think a lot of you will learn more about me by watching that video. Of course, that was 4 years ago. It's worth a watch if you want to hear more about my mental health and my struggles with that, and like I need to talk more about that probably. I get asked a lot about that because it is one of the leading things that I eat this way of eating for, to promote mental health, stability, rational thinking, you know, anxiety, depression, that type of stuff. So now what am I doing? Oh, I haven't done blush. So this is, I use a ton of Charlotte Tilbury makeup. I just love that brand. Nearly everything that I've used from there works well, lasts long, and does the job. So this is the blush wand in the shade Pillow Talk, or as we say around here, Pillow Talk. That's just Pillow Talk talking. Name that movie. And you just squeeze it up, and then depending on how much, I almost said flavor, how much flavor you want, you know, you can put as much or as little as you want. I don't put a whole lot for like my everyday makeup, but you can, you know, add more. And I also have a cherry red version that I love a lot, but I think that one of my kids stole it and I can't find it anywhere, but that's more for like going out. So I am, like everybody else on the internet, have started applying my blush to the very top of my cheekbones. And I mean, does that do anything? It's supposed to lift. It looks the same to me. I don't know. I feel like makeup gurus just tell us stuff to tell us new things because we're running out of things to talk about when it comes to makeup. Honestly, the era of the makeup channels is pretty much over, isn't it? I think more people watch normal people like me and other vlog channels that they're just people. They're not professional makeup people. I think we're all getting back into watching normal people do normal things, and we don't need to watch people live extremely luxurious and lavish lifestyles for the sake of a video, right? Just live your normal life, guys. Stop with the clickbait. It's exhausting. I hate clickbait so much, and I try my best not to do that unless it's like, this is truly what the video is about, and I'm gonna make sure that you know that. It's not clickbait, that's just optimizing your title. There's a difference. Clickbait is like, I'm quitting keto, but you're not. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I went to the local bookstore that I like to frequent because I love Barnes & Noble and I love me a good deal at Walmart. Speaking of, I just bought a new book. And I mentioned, oh look, it matches. Look at that. Wanting to read Happy Place. So I picked up the paperback at Walmart. Where was I going with that? Oh, right. I went to the local bookstore because I love to support my local bookstore. It's in Dixon, Tennessee. It's called Read Rock Books. Read Rock Books. It's kind of a weird name. And while I was there, I was waiting on Lily to get done with her grooming appointment. There's a music store on the square, and for those of you who haven't been around as long as other ones, you know, you may not know, I don't freaking know. I play around with instruments. I'm not really good at anything, right? I can play some piano, I can play guitar, chord, right? I'm not like a, no, it's just, I can chord. Basic stuff, right? My guitar that I'd had since I was 19 was in the house fire. Maybe since high school, actually, I think, yep. I'd had it since high school. Wow, that's depressing. It was in the house fire, and I went through depression. I went through a lot of things where I was like, I don't want to replace items. It's painful, because most of the items that I didn't lose were not sentimental. The things that I lost were sentimental and not expensive. But they meant something to me, and the guitar was one of them. And so I was walking down the square, and I passed the music shop, and I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna go in. I'm gonna have a looky-loo around and just see what I feel, how I feel. I ended up buying a new guitar. Not anything expensive, like it was a $200 used acoustic, very basic, right? Beginner's guitar, because I haven't played in 5-6 years, but I want to get back into that. I want to get back into playing piano. I want to get back into playing guitar. I want to get back into the hobbies that like make me happy, and I feel like people get so busy doing things that don't really bring them joy, And then leave out all the hobbies that do bring you joy and also are good for your brain, like painting, singing, playing an instrument, planting a garden. Do something with your hands that does not involve this. Pick one. You don't have to do all three, and you don't have to go all out either. I'm not even doing my makeup anymore. You don't have to go all out. Just pick something simple. Like one of the things, so I have a to-do list, and one of the things on my to-do list is paint. Now, I am not a painter, although I come from a long line of artistic people. Like, all of my cousins can paint, and I mean can paint. Not like, oh, that's cool. No. Freaking art, okay? Like, bring you to tears art. That's not me. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get me some paint by numbers, okay? Because I can do that. I can do that with the kids too. All right, so this is something new that I just got, and it's a little weird and wacky, and I'm not recommending this because I don't think anybody needs this, but this is called the Grande Lash Lift, and it's it's like a curling iron for your eyelashes. So you turn it on, and it's got 2 levels of heat, and then you let it heat up for a minute, and I'll show you how to use it, but I don't know why, I just thought it looked interesting. Why not? I've been using it for a few days, and I gotta say, it does a pretty good job. If you're not following me on Instagram, I can't talk. Go follow me. But I was like, what do you want me to talk about during my Get Ready With Me today? And the overwhelming amount of topics that people wanted me to choose was books, and that just like, I see you and I love you. Besties, I got you. So I've been wanting to talk about books that I read long ago, but I haven't got to talk about. And one of them is The Midnight Library. And this came out, I don't even remember, a while ago. Okay, so you take this little thing, and then I'm going to zoom in on myself, and then you hold it on your lashes and just kind of like push up. It feels dangerous. Okay, but that's not really that impressive. But then, okay, I don't know if you can see the comparison, but then I just take my lash curler and I barely tap, and it holds so much better because your lashes are warm. Right now, some people use a hair dryer and do that to their whatever. I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. Total waste of money probably, but I don't know. It seemed interesting. Okay, so Midnight Library. I mean, that book lives rent-free in my head. I think about it often, and it's about this woman. She's going through a lot, and she has a near-death experience. And during her near-death experience, she gets put in this library, and there's a clock. And like, she has till midnight to pick a new life. And all the books in there are her new lives. And when she opens the book, it transports her to that alternate universe, alternate version of herself, the life that she would have lived if she made this choice or this choice or this choice. And she has till midnight to pick a book. And oh my gosh, y'all. I think I read this book at a very like pivotal moment in my life also, so it just hit me different, you know, and it really made me think about things, and that's on the list of books that I would definitely read again. So if you haven't read that book, it's just so good. Okay, I literally have put almost no makeup on, but this is my everyday makeup. We could go full glam, but we're just not going to do that today because why? Because why? Why? But I am going to put mascara on. This is the lash primer that I use. It is from Lancome. It is probably disgusting. Are you not going to do this? You're not? Okay, cool. And it's just white mascara basically, and you put it on before you put on your regular mascara. I think I need a new one. It is Lancome Booster XL. Then I put on my mascara, and it really, man, makes your lashes so luscious. And also, I use a lash serum. This is the one I use. It's New Lash. And I use this every night when I'm brushing my teeth. This sits next to my toothbrush, so I remember to use it because, did you know, stuff don't work if you don't use it. I know, it's shocking. I kind of got out of the habit of using it, but I'm using it again now. And when I use it, my gosh, my lashes are It really works. I'm going to try to finish this up really quickly. I'm doing my mascara. I use the Better Than Sex. Been using this for 10 years. I don't know, a long time. I try to change it up and I always come running back. The next book is this series I haven't talked about, but I read and absolutely love. Outlander. Those of you who know me know how obsessed I am with Outlander. And when is that next season coming out? I can't wait. This is driving me insane. I need some Jamie, all right? I need him in my life. He's my man, and I'm sick of waiting, okay? Oh, it's infuriating. So I read all of those books years ago, and I have the new one on my bookshelf up there, but all of my ones that I read before were in the house fire. So I need to buy them because I love those books and they deserve a place on my shelf. So I love that series. Oh my gosh, guys. So you know how I talk about Kristen Hanna all the time and I love her books. Did you know that I found out like just a few months ago that she wrote Firefly Lane? I read that, I don't even know, 3 years ago maybe? I don't really know when it came out. And I loved that book so much. I loved how it represented friendship and growing, you know, as individuals, and I loved it. And when they made this series, I was pretty excited. I could not finish the first episode. They changed one of the main things that I thought made the two women's friendship so moving. They changed something so foundational in their relationship from the get-go. I was like, nope, I'm not watching this. You're not ruining this story for me. Why on earth would you change something so important? Like, it was part of the foundation of their relationship and their growth. Not for the life of me can I understand why they changed so much, because the book was amazing. You don't need to change anything. I understand how adaptations need to have things taken out. You can't put everything in, okay? But you don't have to change something that important. Anyways, I was pretty peeved. And yeah, like I said, 15, 20 minutes in, I was like, this is not the story that I read. This is not what I signed up for, and nobody asked for this. Anyways, that's that. I love Firefly Lane. If you haven't read that one, that's another Kristen Hanna book that is great, but I don't know why. I just didn't remember that she had written that. And when I was at Barnes & Noble the other day, when I picked up some more of her books, I picked that one up and I was like, holy crap. I didn't even realize that she'd written that. For my eyeshadow, I don't really use eyeshadow. I use my bronzer, and that is in my Charlotte's Tilbury. This is the Film Star Bronze and Glow, and it's a bronzer and a highlighter combo, and I love this. And so I just put this on my lids. It's a very neutral color. It's not really, doesn't really do anything except for add a little bit of depth to your eyeball. And then I take my highlighter and I stick it on the tippity tip of my nose just to give a little pop, and then do it down the center as well. And then sometimes I also go on my cheeks with the highlighter if I want to be real glowy. Some people don't like glowy skin. I love it. I love a good glowy skin. Sometimes I do it on my forehead too. And yeah, I can't find my favorite lipstick, so this is one of my favorites. This is a Chanel lipstick in Rouge Cocoa Flash, number 116, Easy. It's called Easy. Okay. And it's like a light dusty rose color, and it goes on so smooth and just makes my lips feel so luxurious. Like, I really love this lipstick, and I'm pretty sure I paid too much for it, but I've had it for several years, and I'm gonna be real honest, I only bought it because I wanted a Chanel lipstick to go in my Chanel bag, and it was cute, but I ended up really loving it. Okay, so then to finish off, Using my setting spray again, Charlotte Tilbury. And y'all, that's it. That's the look. That's me. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I hope you had fun doing a little girl tack. Again, I will link all of those products down in the description page. And if I ever just start talking like this randomly out of nowhere, you know, I have had no sleep. Okay? And I haven't. But I love you and I mean it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.